Finally got some time again where I come out here and figure this out. Yeah, that's the old guy right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It rained on her last night, but cam looked good, lifters look good, push rods are all in good shape. It just looks so toasted. Like, it looks so bad in here. Like, I don't know. But yeah, we left those manifolds on there because I'm expecting headers today. Oh my god, they better come in. Still haven't cleaned this out. But I got it all ready. I'm gonna do it to it. Just gotta get my fuel rails and on there. I'm gonna take all this back off of it because we're gonna just drop it in without this upper intake right here. But I still gotta clean all this stuff out. Gotta do shock tower delete plates. A couple other things just to get the truck up off the ground a little bit more. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I get a little bit further. Still waiting on headers. No, that's not clean. And I found some more damage from where the engine fell. Kind of see it right there. Oh yeah, you can see it. The old scratch there, the old dent there. Thinking about going with a Tundra bumper, but maybe another time. Got all this blocked off, fuel line blocked off and everything. It's nice and in there good. Pulled off the old TV cable because I broke it. Got the power washer hooked up. There's the old kickdown cable. Everything worked good except for I snapped the end off right there. But I got a new one. It already came in. So now let's see how clean I can get this guy. And just like that, it's clean-ish. Clean-ish. I don't know how that's gonna dry, but it's not covered in what it was covered in. So yeah. Also, these bad boys came in. Header 1 and header 2. Just we're not gonna put those on until we get the motor in. So I don't know how well it's gonna go in there with the headers on it, bumping up against the exhaust that I don't really want to take off. So just gonna wait for this to kind of dry out a little bit. Might take a leaf blower to it to hurry it up. Not really sure. Do need to put my shock tower delete plates on. But yeah, once that's all cleaned up, I want to show you guys something. You guys got a V10 and you got headers. That's the reason why there's a grinder right here. There's a chunk of metal. There's a chunk of metal. That's off that square piece right there. It sticks out about a half inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch right here. Just bloop, right off of there. Careful not to buff anything else up if you give a shit. Because once you put it on there, you fit it up. You can already see how close it is, and I already cut it off. But it is about that thick. But yeah, if you get headers on your V10, don't forget that, or else when you go to fit them up, your little flange there, it'll bump up against there. Everything's pretty much cleaned up. Shock tower plates, delete plates, all set up. That way, you'll easily be able to see all the headers. That was the goal anyway, and a little softer ride in the front. Yeah, I'm about a ½ inch away from mating it up with the trans. Then we should be able to get these bad boys on there. But still ain't quite there yet. I got the outside bolts in, kind of started. But yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. That was a lot harder than it was last time, that's for sure. But as you can see, actually you probably can't see, there's really not much of a seam left right there. Just gotta get these top ones, these top bolts tightened up, and then cause I already got the two bottom big ones on each side where it lines up the transmission. There's like two on the bottom that hold like a shield, which I kicked around somewhere. There it is. That right there, that doesn't actually hold anything. And then there's these two bolts here that hold the shield on. One here, one there. But that don't do nothing to the transmission. But there's four on the top, big ones that I gotta tighten up. But then everything else should start flying through. And man, it is hard to line these boys up sometimes. But yeah. And just like that, it's dark. But I got a few things done. Check those babies out. Ooh. New spark plugs, copper, NGKs. Pretty much got everything where I want it. Can't really see much. I got everything done at the bottom. I cut off my exhaust so it's gonna sound really ridiculous. I'm redoing it, going a different route. Yeah, just wish I had some daytime. That'd be really nice. Huh, I didn't actually think that was gonna work. Not the weather I would have chosen, but I'm not good at this yet. We'll get there. Now that it's, well, daytime, kind of see just a little bit more. Still got to get the throttle body on, all plugged in, airbox, AC pump, alternator, power steering, then the belt and radiator down low. Trying to remember what I got down low. Got to put starter on. There's my exhaust. But down here you can see right there's where it came out. And hooked up on that either end right there. And then fake cat, aero turbine, adapter to 4-inch up over the axle and then out the back. But yeah, I had to cut it off because for some reason, other than the fact that I had to, that bolt right there, you can kind of see where I had to hit the pipe right there, just so that bolt would go in, and that's on the very last exhaust pipe. So on this side, this bolt, I don't know why, but, and then the reason why I cut the exhaust off is because this side over here seemed like the flange was just set way further than the way I had my exhaust. So I cut off the hangers down low and just had to realign it. But I am going to bring it straight back a little bit further out from underneath the cab, like to there or something, probably like right here, and put a white pipe on it, or a muffler and then a white pipe, and then most likely just bring it out the way I had it, like I did on this one. But yeah, now I just got to get the rest of this engine kind of put together. But before I do that, I do want to cover something else. Other than my wires being in the way right here, you got to be really careful when you have headers, because you don't want any wires, anything, making sure they're close. I don't have anything on this passenger side here that's gonna even come close to touching. It looks not bad at all. Come over here on this side, you can see
I don't have really anything close, except for these brake lines, which is really odd. But they're not really that close. They're about a ½ inch, maybe 3/4 inches away, so I don't think it's gonna do anything. Other than the starter wire down here, there's nothing else. I'm glad the ABS module, distribution block, this fuse box, and vacuum pump. I'm glad all that stuff is really far away from all of this, because that would be a really bad deal. This is way up here, so that ain't gonna fall down. Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of a mess back here, but some of this goes to my fog lights, transmission cooler fans, the bar light, and I think that's it. But it's a lot of wiring. I'm not the greatest at wiring or cleaning it up, but I can clean up this motor. Throttle body's hooked up right there. It's plugged in. All 3 lines going to the linkage here. It's all plugged in, and magically the belt's on. Everything's ready to go pretty much. Starter, power steering pump, everything is pretty much good to go. Hoping we don't have any issues. I do have the smog pump delete, but I went ahead and kept my 172 millimeter belt. I can't remember what it was, but I tried the 5.9 360 belt, and it came up extremely short, like extremely short, like from here to here. Like, it was not gonna fit. So I'm gonna have to take it back. This was the part number and everything. This is from AutoZone. It's like 40 bucks or something like that, and it's not gonna work. So I'll have to do something else with the belt eventually. I don't like having only 7 grooves in the belt, missing one. I wanted to get this one because it had 8, and this is supposedly a really good belt. It's the best one they had. But I am going to use the stock filter and everything on this. Let's see. As I'm sitting here trying to put my airbox in, I notice how close I am. I'm like, what? How is it even possible? Then I think, what about my motor mounts? And would you look at that? That one right there is way up high. About 1.5 inches too high. That one down there is nice and low. It's got like this little drop down right there. The other one's at the top. So I gotta fix that. Then we'll see how much clearance we gain, because there's no way I'm gonna get that in with a spacer. But after a quick inspection, I lifted these up, and that only goes down that far. And so does the other side. So that was completely pointless. I guess I just wasn't moving it right, but it does fit. Very little room once you get it in there, but very solid. Yeah, I loosened both motor mounts, which was really hard because I ended up tightening them really tight, and then picked up the motor with that piece of block kind of near the front of the pan a little bit, and then about 2 inches realized it wasn't doing anything, so I just went ahead and dropped it down really fast, and it didn't go down any further, but I did see that's where it's supposed to be at. And we're getting there. Actually got a lot more done. Pretty much everything. Got my coolant, because it takes 22 quarts, which is like the biggest coolant capacity of any vehicle I think I've ever worked on. Except, you know, semis and stuff like that. But we're just gonna put some coolant in, and yeah. Power steering fluid, already did. In the middle of draining the oil. It's draining slowly. Here's what I did with the exhaust for right now. It's just for right now, but it will be cut off about right there, right in the middle somewhere, and then these will be replaced with a 2-to-1 muffler with a 3-inch outlet, and then that will be added right back onto it, because that was like $400 or $500, I think, just for a DPF back for some newer Cummins or something like that is what I bought. The shape was right. It was pretty much perfect. I had to bend that hanger, but everything was great on it, so hooks up nicely right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do there, but I'll figure it out. I built that one. I can build this one. Just gonna wait for a certain muffler, which will be a surprise. I'll do another video on. Let's see if we can get this thing started up. I really want to hear it run. She's got oil. Let's see. New oil filter. Oh, the coolant's in there. Filled it up as much as I could for coolant. Yeah, that's about as high as it's gonna go until it pumps it through. So the battery works at least. Okay. Oh, we're dinging. This is my truck. Yep. That's my boy rides. He loves it. I'll scoot this whole seat forward, lean it all the way back. That way he can see right over and see everywhere we're going. He loves it. But I guess here we go. It's either now or never, I guess. Oh man. Okay, I got nothing. Okay, that's weird. Got no starter? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Gonna start one way or another. I think I know why I didn't start too. Pretty sure when I put those shock delete plates on, tire plates, delete plates, whatever, the stick to shift it, I don't have park, so I think that might have messed something up to where it didn't start. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down. Training fluid's right. I already bled power steering. Then I'm gonna check the oil again and adjust that linkage. Hopefully when I turn the key it works. If not, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna wire a push button start in it. Yeah, she's all done. She runs good. I went ahead and got rid of that exhaust and stuck the stuff I had on there before back on there. Just got new pipe right there. I got it clamped, that way I can take it back off later, but I did weld it up to that white pipe right here. And then white pipe, fake cat, aero turbine, and then 4-inch up and over the axle out the back. I got socks on, so I don't want to walk over there. But yeah, she runs, guys. We'll be doing a lot of exhaust work in the next video, trying to get this thing right. But see you guys next time.